Good morning, Marie. How are you doing? Glad to see you can make it. You're up early today. Uh, you've been getting some sleep. Well, I wouldn't get up to see me. I'm telling you that. So you couldn't sleep? Yeah, you're up early. Glad you're here. No, I'll be back on daylight. Okay. No. So that means you got to get up in the morning early. Well, sorry to hear that. Uh, if I could sleep, I wouldn't be here. Um, but that's I guess that's me. So I'm glad you made it too. I really am. Don't know what we're going to talk about today. Um, then again, I don't know what I'm going to talk about any day. So well, that's good. Uh, Makes for a better relationship when you get up and you know have a cup of coffee in the morning with each other and before you separate for the day, I guess. Sam, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in a few days. I've been missing you actually. You're lucky to be alive. What happened? I hope you're okay. Oh, you had a bad fiber flare. I'm sorry about that, Sam. I know all about that fibromyalgia. I feel for you. I really do. You're right, Marie. Everybody's lucky. You're okay now. I I do feel sorry for you there, Sam. I know exactly how you're feeling. I go through that. I got that restless leg syndrome, that diabetic nerve pain, all that stuff, and it just, when your body can't relax and you got shooting pain all the way through it, it just kills you. So, on a brighter note, in 2 days I get to go to the doctor, see what the hell they're going to say. Well, I'm sorry about that. I realize pain is something, and when it makes you cry, that's even the worst. And I'm a big guy, and the other day I sit there and cried myself because it hurts so damn bad. There's days I think if I've had to live through this much pain the rest of my life, is it really worth living? You know, Consider yourself lucky there, Marie. The doctors asked me if I have feeling in my feet, and I can tell them. This is what I tell them. I said, I tell you what, I can step on an ant and tell you if it's a male or a female. That's how much feeling, how sensitive they are. People touch my feet. My feet have been that way for 40 years. You touch my feet, and I just go absolutely nuts because they're so sensitive. So, and I hate doctors too, Sam, but I got to do something with this rheumatoid arthritis because it's just killing me. Um, this last weather change we had, where it went from cold to raining and stuff, I couldn't even walk. And then now my hips going out so bad that I'm back to using a cane full time, and I'm relying on the cane just so I can stand up and walk. I used to carry the cane just in case I'd have some, a little bit of pain or a misstep or whatever. But now I have to use the cane just to get up and walk to the bathroom or, walk to the kitchen or back to the bedroom or whatever. Um, Sam, you may not want that to happen, but she may not want, how can I put it? She may not want that to be any other choice. She may want to be your care for you if you need it. You know what I mean? Um, I owe my wife everything. She took care of me for 4 years. They didn't know if I was going to live, if I was going to die, if I was going to have to be in a hospital or a nursing home or what. And she said, no, he ain't going nowhere, and I'm going to take care of him. And you know, uh, she took care of me. -8 degrees last night. Yeah. Well, it's warming up here now. We just got done coming through a cold spell. It's warming up, and it's supposed to be cold again this week. Really cold again at the end of the week again. And this is just what's killing me. I said I got the doctor's appointment the 28th at 2 o'clock. I got to drive out 35, 40 miles to get there. So, just Tony, how are you doing today? Glad to see you can make it. Yeah. My wife was my caregiver, and she also worked for a while, and it was hard on her. Um, you know, I'd go to get up and do something, she'd tell me sit down, or go get back in my chair because it wasn't worth the chance of falling down or whatever. I fell twice, and good morning, Mark. The first time I fell was at the computer chair in the living room, and I didn't have a phone, and the only thing I could do was contact my youngest brother through Facebook, and he called my wife, and she come home, and her and another woman, and they helped me get back in a chair. And then the second time I fell was in the foyer at the kitchen table. I went to walk into that room and slipped and fell, and it took them about an hour to get me off the floor and into a chair. And about 3 months later, I ended up going to the hospital. I had a blood clot in my lung and a blood clot behind my left leg, and I think that's what caused it. So, well, that's good, just Tony, and that's good, Marie. I thank God for my wife every day. Good morning, Coping. 5 people at 5:40 in the morning. It ain't good, Sam. So, I don't know what I've had a hard life, or whatever you want to say. My body is just ruined. So, well, I won't forget you and Amy. Um, I hope everything goes good for you. I'd love to see this reunion or this meeting on a live stream or whatever. That would be nice, but I know you don't want to. I know you want to be alone when you guys drive home. Thank you, Mark. That was good. That's a good auction. I mean, me and my wife went to an auction Saturday night, and they had over 100 people there. That's the biggest auction I'd seen that that place had ever had. Good morning, Gene. How are you doing? Better than the rest of us, I bet, because you're probably on your second or third pot of coffee by now. My wife actually, I asked her last night because I wasn't feeling good. I said, "Would you prep the coffee?" Yeah, I'll make the coffee. So I thought I got up this morning and hit the button and I started making. I was quite thrilled, actually. So that's good, Sam. You got to post some links, Sam, to your other channels you got because I don't even I can't even remember the other channel that you had or whatever. Look at that. Coping just bought us some donuts, fresh fruit, and some coffee. What a gal. What a gal. Thanks, Coping. Allie, good morning. Mike cried for help. Sorry, Mike Cry. I was going to go to yours this morning. I've seen that you had a live stream or something deleted. I was going to check that out, but I was running late to get this thing started. So, Crazy Cauldron. Okay. I'm going to make sure I got you subscribed on that channel. I think I am. I just couldn't remember. Yeah, I'm subscribed. You got 6 or 59. Okay. And I got your bell rung for that too. Yeah. Biggies, how are you doing? Thank you, Allie. I didn't show everything we bought because some of the stuff was in the freezer, and it's hard for me to. The freezer's outside in the garage, so. But I showed 90% of the stuff we bought. And that's why I read the other stuff on the tags at the end that was out in the freezer or that we put down in the pantry already. So. But like I said, if you guys ever get a chance and they have a food auction, in your area or whatever, even if you have to drive 100 miles to it, make sure you got a big enough vehicle or, make it worth your while and go there and, take some money with you. And even if you know more than buy canned goods and, box goods and stuff like that, you can save a lot of money. So. No notification. I probably just because I just sent it out at like 5:25 there, Coping. I'm sorry. Okay, make sure I'm. Make sure I'm subscribed to that channel too. I am subscribed. You got more subscribers on that one. There you go. That'd be interesting to watch here. Blissville Barnyard, Sam, or Cauldron, whichever one you want to do. So. That's good, Missy. Keep it up. K-Dog, man, I haven't seen you in a puppy's age. I bet it will be fun. What you been doing there, K-Dog? No grandkids this morning. Pickerick, how are you doing? Grandkids, I'm getting one around 10 o'clock. My youngest son, his girlfriend's bringing one over because she's not going to school this morning. She's sick, and my future daughter-in-law's got to do something. So I'm getting one today, and the rest of them, my wife's going and getting after they get out of there before my son goes to work. So I will. Coping, I'll say hello to Kathy for you. So. Good morning, Missy. Don't relax on that rehab there, Missy. You know, start walking, keep walking. That's the only thing that's going to help you. You know, when I went to rehab, they said, "Oh, you're working too fast. You're working too fast." And I know what it was. They just wanted me to keep going and going and going back to rehab. And no, I don't want to keep going back to rehab. I got things I wanted to do. So I did my 8 weeks of rehab in 6 weeks. So. It's been a rough night there, Pick. You know, another night of no sleep. So if you wanna come on up there, Picker, give me a yes or no, and I'll send you a link. So. Charles, good morning. How are you doing? All right, Mark. You gonna go see Grandma again this morning there, Allie? Yeah. What did I miss? I fell and broke my left foot in 3 places, bruised my 3 ribs while stepping on a piece of glass. Damn, K-Dog. Sorry about that, K-Dog. I hope you're getting to feel better and hope you heal up. Bring a case. Gene says, bring a case over here. Every morning, 7 days a week. Well, that's good there, Allie, that your grandma has somebody that takes, well, you know, take care of her. A lot of people think their grandparents are disposable, you know. As soon as they get a chance, they put them in a nursing home or whatever, so they don't have to deal with them. And I don't think that's right. So. I tried to get on your live stream last night there, Rick, to join it, and I was downloading my food auction video, and it took like 6 hours to download it. And every time I try to get on you know, to see a live stream or whatever, all it would do was buffer, and I could type, and then it wouldn't. If I sent it, it would sometimes it would go, and sometimes it wouldn't go. I went to 3 of them last night. I went to yours, Kim Fife's, and Old Muckers, and I got to type into Kim Fife's and Old Muckers, and I went to type into yours, and it wouldn't take me typing. And I just kept trying to go from one to the other to see if I could get one to even open up, and I got Old Mucker to say 2 words, and that was all I could get from the live stream because it wouldn't download. I believe that, Sam, how they hate how they have to live. Well, sooner or later, hopefully you can get yourself a new phone and do it again there, K-Dog. That's good. They're coping. Uh, my dad's mom, she was 94 or 95 when she passed away, and she outlived my dad actually. I believe that, Sam. I've been into a lot of nursing homes and I've seen a lot, and you know, my grandma, she was a diabetic, and she had my mom's mom. She lost one of her legs, had to have it amputated, and it got to the point where it just couldn't take care of her anymore. So she had to go to a nursing home, and she went to the nursing home, and I walked in there one day, and the room was a mess. It smelled like urine and stuff. And I walked out there, and I grabbed the head nurse, or at the nursing station there, and I said, "Why don't you come in here and look at this?" I said, "This is revolting. You guys actually want people to live like this? I'll get somebody in here to clean it right away." I said, "It should have never been this way." So, I'll try to catch the winner of the cook off tonight. I wanted to see the lasagna and stuff last night. I'm gonna have to go back through and look at it. But it took 6 hours to download that video. The one I did about the Nathan Singh, it was 6 minutes long and took like 15 minutes to download. I thought, man, I'm gonna have a good day downloading videos. So, huh. So you still got your grandma. Oh, that's something. Well, Copen, you can make lasagna without tomato sauce. Um, I seen a recipe on Facebook for chicken Alfredo lasagna. It looked pretty damn good. So, hmm. Yeah, bechamel sauce. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Allie. Was that the one you had the picture of, the avatar of? Jay Sanders, how are you doing? You can watch us eat it. There you go. Oh, yeah? Well, that's good. Uh, K Dog. So he looks like, I can't even think of his name. That's pretty neat. Yeah. That is hard when you're all alone. Yeah, Rick, you can uh, box some of it up and send it to us. That would be okay. You know, they make them styrofoam containers where you can put it on dry ice and send. I can microwave it. Huh. Well, I'm glad you stopped by, Jason. Did your refrigerator bark at you there, Allie, or is it just growling? I love Italian sausage. I really do, man. I love Italian sausage. Yeah, she's still sleeping. I'm not gonna wake her up. Hopefully, she don't get up till 9:30, 10 o'clock. That's funny, coping. The refrigerator was hungry. Should have put some food in it. Yeah. 11 people, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to start calling this the insomniac group, you know, because most of the people that come in here, first thing they say they couldn't sleep. So, that's right, Gene. If it fits, it ships. He could freeze, you know, Gene, he could spend $3,500 and get one of them freeze dryers, freeze dry that lasagna, vacuum seal it, and put it in one of them boxes to save us him money on the shipping, and he could send us lasagna. I'm just I'm just saying, you know, and then we could rehydrate it and cook it, or, you know, warm it up. That's funny. Yo, who ain't giving a thumbs up? Sort it out, you gummy gits, grumpy gits. That's funny. Yeah, Missy, if somebody sends you a message, go to your community, go to your video manager, hit that. And when that opens up, scroll down, you're going to see community, and there should be messages and comments. And then, you know, if somebody sent you a message, it'll be there. It should be there. I'm not saying it's going to be there. If it's not there, check your email. Want to send JD broccoli? Is that what you're saying? Well, you could spend $3,500, buy a freeze dryer, freeze dry it, vacuum seal it, put it in one of them shit that fits at ships boxes, and send it that way. My brother has been looking into that. I think it's called Harvest Homes or whatever, Harvest Foods or whatever. They make them, and every month they have a giveaway, and then they also have, I think that's a giveaway, and then they also have running a second prize, which is like so many hundreds of dollars off of one. And then, you know, he enters that contest every month. Italian stuffed meat in a sauce. Oh, that sounds good. You can make some, and I can figure out how you can send it to me, Allie. Done deal. There you go. Now, you, Allie, you are an authentic Italian cook, right? Or you cook authentic Italian food? The reason why I ask is because anybody can cook, Italian food, and anybody can cook Mexican food. But if you can cook it, authentically, then that's a different story. You rock model railroad. Yeah, Gene, do you do model railroads? A couple years ago, um, when I wasn't doing nothing, couldn't do anything, I was going to these online auctions, Goodwill, and well, that's good, Sam. Okay, that sounds good, Marie. Okay, well, that's good, there, Emily. Hi, Tupac. But anyways, about 2 or 3 years ago, when I wasn't doing good, I was going to these ship good or shopgoodwill.com auctions, and I was buying HO model train sets and tracks and stuff like anything I could get cheap. But I made sure when I bought it, what the shipping cost was, if I could buy it cheap enough plus the shipping to save a lot of money. Well, I bought several um, railroads that are train sets, and I was gonna, when I got healthy, I was gonna build a train set and stuff because I've got like 10 sets of trains upstairs in the attic that my dad had and I got from my dad. Well, my son, he says, I would like them trains. If something happens to you, I'd want them. And I said, well, then I'll just save the middleman and you can take them right now. So I told him the other day, I said, hey, get those trains and take them home. So he didn't do it yet. I said, but take them home. You're young enough right now and you got time on your hands and he's got a big garage. I said, take him out there and, build you a table and start making you a train set. Hmm. Sorry to hear that there, K-Dog. Well, that's good there, Gene. You was weaned off your mom's breast by Madreas Curry. Huh. There you go. I don't think I've actually had any Indian food. I might have. I don't know. I'll have to try some one time. Been raining for days. I don't know. Well, that's good, Marie. You make me hungry. Oh, that's funny. He's in the doghouse, literally. um, okay, Jason. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day. Be careful. So, probably not, there, Sam. Okay, Copen. Thanks for stopping. Try to get some sleep. Yeah, then that suck, Gene, when it rains and then it snows on top of it. Now you got ice or you got a crusty ice. And, no matter what you try to do, you can't get it cleaned off the sidewalks and nothing. You got to throw a lot of salt on it in order to get the break loose. I've always wanted to go to Italy there, Allie. I think it would be nice to go. I think it would be fun. I'd love to see go to Italy and see the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Um, that actually is a marvel because as much as that leans, I am so shocked that that thing has not fell over. But Green Bay Wacky just went live. Wants to know if his new laptop does stream. So if anybody's interested in going there, like I said, I have no problem with anybody leaving mine to go to another live stream. We all got to support one another. You walked up that tower? Yeah, I'd tell you what, I would be afraid. Uh, just because of the way it leans, I don't know. But I guess it's been like that for what 1,000 years, you know, or close to 1,000 years, or 500 years, or whatever. How old it is? Well, maybe one day you'll win the lottery or something there, Allie, and be able to go. That would be nice. Then you can take all your YouTube friends with you. You walked up it when you was in the 6th grade. I know. I know, Sam. But you don't know my luck. So, you know, my luck is I could reach in a barrel full of gold coins, blindfold it, and pull out the only nickel that's there. So that's how my luck goes. Yeah, yeah. Then the Italian government would probably sue my family because I was the one that caused it to fall over. So, thank you, Allie. Everybody's rich in one way or another. If you've got family, you're rich. You know, and then if you have, if you got family, you're rich, and if you got a family that loves you, you're really rich. Um, and if you got friends and family that love you, you're extremely rich. Material things aren't nothing. You know, um, you can always get new stuff. Yeah, that's right, Sam. Yeah, the man that knocked down the tower. So yeah, they'd probably claim me as a terrorist for doing that there, Sam, because I walked up to the top floor and leaned over and waved at somebody, and the whole building fell over. Yeah. Oh. Well, I'm glad for that there, Allie. Yeah. Yeah, she's not up yet. Oh. She isn't. I'm gonna let her sleep. Uh, she works hard watching these grandbabies during the week, and I understand it. Um, I didn't get much. I didn't hardly get any sleep yesterday, so I went to bed around 10:30, I think it was, and I don't know what time she come to bed. So now, when I went to bed, my daughter and my son-in-law were still here. Down seeking Earth, how are you doing? Glad to see you can make it. I find, Sam, what I do is when I'm so sore and stuff like that, I go in, I take a hot shower as hot as I can stand it. And we got one of, the handheld shower head, and I just put it on my shoulders or whatever, and I just sit there and let it run until, I feel it, that it's actually starting to get so hot that it burns, and then I move it to another spot. And I find out once I do that, and if I, dry off, get dressed, and then I go in and lay down, I can actually get some rest. Like for my legs and stuff, that the twitching and stuff. I'll I use a shower chair, so I leave the plug in on the tub, and that way my feet get to soak in the hot water while I'm taking my shower and stuff, and I'll run that shower head, and I'll just massage my shoulder, I'll let it run on my shoulders, and I'll do my kneecaps and stuff with it, and it does help. The heat will relax your muscles, and it does help for a little bit. And if you can actually get to bed and lay down while you're still relaxed enough and actually go to sleep, you'll sleep until the pain wakes you up. I would love to take a hot bath, um, but I can't get in the bathtub and sit down in it because I'd never be able to get up. I was looking into getting one of those walk-in tubs, and they're just too expensive. I can't afford one. So, you're right. There'll be a time to sleep when you're 6 feet under. Yeah, yeah. Rest. What's rest? Yeah, they do, Allie. And if I could afford, I went to. I seen one on Craigslist about a year and a half ago, and the only thing was is my plumbing set up on this side, and the door would have to be on this side. Well, the one I seen, the plumbing was set up on that side, and the door was on the other side. So, you know, um, the door was on the wrong side. No matter which way you put it, uh, no, the door wasn't on the wrong side. The plumbing was on the wrong side. I'm sorry, but the plumbing being on the wrong side, that means I'd have to run all new plumbing and everything. And by the time you did all that, you'd have to go through a major remodel. And uh, I was looking for one that I could just take out the tub and the shower, and put that one in, and then replace the flooring and be done with it. But what happened last night there, Sam? Or you just couldn't, just trapped in the bathtub? Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a YMCA there, a couple miles from here. Bye, Missy. Glad you got to stop by. Tell Fat Boy I said hi. If you get a chance to talk to him. Oh, sorry about that, Sam. I'm glad you got out of there. Do you take your phone with you, Sam, and leave it by the tub just in case? Because I realize that's probably embarrassing if you got to call somebody, have them come get you out of the tub, but that's better than sitting in there and you can actually get a edema from that, from sitting too long in the bathtub. So I knew this old man that was walking beside his bed and he fell down and his daughter didn't hear from him. And so she went over to check on him and he'd been laying there since afternoon or the evening before. So he'd been there like 12 or 15 hours, something like that. And the blood had pooled so much on his left side, they had to do some, I don't know what they did to him at the hospital, but he was in there for a month. Okay. Yeah. I thought about joining the YMCA, but I ain't gonna do anything until I actually figure out with my hip. So, you guys excuse me for a minute. I'm gonna go get me a cup of coffee. Talk amongst yourself if you want. Well, that's the thing. I take my phone, if I'm the only one here, I make sure I have my phone in my pocket or whatever, when if I walk out of the bedroom or whatever to go to the bathroom or, into the kitchen or, to the garage, I always take my phone with me. I can totally understand that, Dem. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let me see what I missed. You've been busy. What would you like, Dem? Cream, sugar, black? There you go. I got you some cream and some coffee there. Oh, anybody seen Amber and John? Amber said yesterday, I'm going to get me a cup of coffee, but she come back and I said, Amber, that wasn't nice of you to go get a cup of coffee, not bring me one back. You do that again, I'm gonna put you in timeout. And evidently she thought I was telling her the truth, or serious. No, I'm not serious. I told you I was kidding. So the Bacon Beauty give you away. Let's see. Yep, Amber's gonna be live on the 28th. I'm gonna try to catch that. Yeah. Oh, she left me a message on Facebook saying she was sorry that she made me mad. I said, you didn't make me mad. I was just kidding, Amber. So, no. Yeah. If you're normal, you want my mug. Puts a whole new word to the meaning there, Sam, a bottoms up, doesn't it? I'll have to catch that in the morning there on the 28th there, Ellie. Normally I would try to use a handle to drink it with, but I can't even pick up a coffee pot with this hand, so you have to use the other hand. Hertfordshire Way. Is that where you live at there, Dem? I hit two hands on it. Well, I keep telling my wife, I said, this is rehabilitation, but I don't know. Been married too long, I guess. So I love her dealer though. I do. So. I actually shouldn't have said rehabilitation, physical therapy. There you go, physical therapy. I was just thinking about that. No, it ain't. It's physical therapy. There you go. I don't know. She said the other day that she would be uh, back on live today. So hopefully she is. I miss June. Um, I've watched all her videos. I do miss her. Absolutely adore the woman. Um, so 17 years. You're still a newlywed there, Dan. So hopefully June does come. Get on live. So I'd like for it to start warming up, and it'd be nice. Want spring to get here so I can start getting the garden stuff done. Uh, Want to get the garden rototilled up. And I'd like to have it actually rototilled up, but set for a week, then have it rototilled again. I find if you rototill it a couple, 2 or 3 times before you start to plant in it, you get a better garden, I think. Huh. No, Allie, it's refrigerated. You have to refrigerate that. Um, that was probably one of the that was one of the reasons, but I didn't realize what I was buying when I bought it, until actually I got it home. And if I would have known what it really truly was, I'd have bought 5, 6 cases of it, because they've got an expiration date like until August. So, I could have kept them in my refrigerator out in the garage, and they would have been just fine out there. But those are for the grandkids, and like I said, they wind up at $1 a piece for them, or a case for $5, and there were 6 of them. No, it's not, but for a 3 or 4 year old, they like them, and you know, um, they won't eat. They'll eat a peanut butter sandwich, or they'll eat a jelly sandwich. They won't eat peanut butter and jelly together, but they want either a peanut butter sandwich or a jelly sandwich. They like bologna, so um, they don't like Chef Boyardee for some reason. No, I don't know. What it is he goes to their wholesale warehouses. These wholesale warehouses, they sell to the stores, and then these guys can go to these wholesale warehouses, and they can buy the stuff that's close to being out of date, or stuff that the wholesale houses have ordered way too much of, and they can get it at a cheap and reasonable price. Most of the stuff I buy there, if it's perishable, like bread and cookies and um, meat or something like that, the expiration date is like 4 or 5 days out when I get it. So you can either freeze it or use it. Like the cookies, the cookies don't bother me. I can leave cookies in my cupboard for 2 months, past the expiration date, and they're just fine. I don't, that doesn't bother me at all. They're not, just because they say they're expired doesn't mean they're bad. The meat, if it's close to being past the date, I take it and I put it in a freezer, and then when we need it, you get it out and thaw it, and Sunday morning, I made, no, Saturday morning, I made sausage patties. And I made sausage patties out of sausage that I bought 4 years ago at that same auction. I've had it in my freezer for 4 years. I bought like 60 pounds of it, or 60 tubes of it at one time. I got it for, it was $1.50 a tube, or $16 a case. And when I bought it by the case, I saved $2 or something like that. And so I bought it by the case, and I had like 60 tubes of it. Yeah, expiration dates are just guidelines. Dip them in coffee, yeah. I got Pepperidge Farm Milano double chocolate dunk cookies, Pepperidge Farm pumpkin spice cookies. Those are pretty good. I got Oreo double stuff, Oreo regular Halloween cookies, and then Oreo birthday cake cookies. So the birthday cake cookies actually taste like birthday cake. And if you like birthday cake, you know, that's fine and dandy. I like birthday cake, but not, you know, I can have 2 or 3 of those cookies and I've had enough birthday cake. You know what I mean? Those pumpkin cookies are good. So, and about a month ago, I bought pumpkin cheesecake, soft and chewy cookies from Pepperidge Farm from there. And those things were excellent. So, but if you seen that Nathan's quarter pound chopped or steak and cheese patties video I did yesterday, those are actually, I like them. Those are actually good. You can pan fry them or you can microwave them. And I'm gonna do the Nathan's crinkle cut French fries today. I'm gonna make a bag of them, put them in, you know, at lunchtime, and I'm gonna do a video on those. So, and I don't know if you guys ever had them, but those are actually the best French fries I have ever had. That's why I'm doing a video of them, because you know, it's something that I actually thought was really good. So. I have bought cases of Nathan's all beef cheese hot dogs, bun length. I have bought cases of those. They were selling them. They were just about ready to go out of date, and he had them in the freezer, and they were still in date, but they were froze. And I bought, let's see, there was, I believe, 16 packages in a case, and I think I bought 3 cases of those, and I give $14 a case for them. He was getting $1 a piece, or 14 bucks a case. And I bought 3 cases of those, and I give some to my kids, you know. Yeah. So, and they're good hot dogs. It just, I don't serve them on my cart, because, you know, I don't serve a cheese hot dog on my cart. But I am thinking about going to Sam's Club, because I got a membership there, and you know, buying their quarter pound Nathan's, because I can buy 40 pounds of quarter pound all beef hot dogs for I think it's $110 for 40 pounds of them. So, which is 160 hot dogs, which isn't bad. Right now, the hot dogs I buy from Gordon's Food Service, I give $25.99 or $24.99, 25 bucks, and I get 80 of them, and they're 2-ounce hot dogs. So you get 8 of them to a pound instead of 4 of them to a pound. Bring my cart to Boston. I brought my cart to Boston there, Allie. We'd sit down and have hot dogs and sausages all day long. I told you ain't my club dog. Amber, how are you doing? Oh, I've been rambling. I haven't been checking the thing. Um, you're allergic to nuts. Well, you know. There you go, Amber. Wake up. You know, Sam, you may be allergic to nuts, but you know, a little tongue now and then doesn't hurt anybody. So, just saying. Uh, did you get my message on Facebook there, Amber? Good at tongue. Yeah. Yeah, Amber. Amber. What time are you going to have that on the 28th? Okay. Okay. It's going to be random. All right. Well, hopefully I'll be able to catch you. Um, I have something to do that day, but hopefully I'm home while you're doing it. So it took me 3 months to get my doctor's appointment. Then it took me 4 months to get to the doctor. Isn't that something? 7 months to get a doctor, and to see the doctor. Yeah. So we're all a little bit nuts there, Sam. I thought you didn't like nuts, but we're all crazy in some way or another. Um, but that's what makes us all unique. We're all different in some way. All right, Allie. You tell Grandma I said good morning, and she looks wonderful. If you would. That's cute. Doing a little dance. Blessings there, Allie. You didn't scare Allie, Sam. She's a good woman. Oh, no, she don't want to shoot you. You do. Hopefully, you do carry uh, pepper spray with you when you walk to Grandma's in the morning, don't you? I don't. I thought you said it was like a 15-minute walk or something. Be careful, Allie. Yeah, we got June squeezing ahead. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing June this morning. Well, just be careful, Allie. I know. Um, it never hurts to be too careful. And you're gonna can't wait for June too, Murray. Yeah. Now um, we're having the paranormal talk over here with Dems and Sam. I believe in ghosts, spirits, whatever you want to call them. I believe in that. I believe in hereafter. I believe in all that. Um, you know, um, there's a lot of things we can't explain, and if you can't explain it, then there's got to be a reason for it. So, the Black Lion Pub near the Castle of Northampton. Northampton is mentioned in the Doomsday Book. Huh. By the way, Dems, I did get that. Um, I sent you a little something back. I don't know if you got it yet or not, but yeah, I believe in the paranormal. I really do. Um, People think I'm crazy, and I said, and you can think anything you want about me, but there's just too many variables out there to not be, you know. I also believe in, excuse me, I believe in aliens. People don't believe in that either. And I went on this the other day, when you got 100 billion solar systems with 100 billion stars in it and 100 billion, this, 100 billion that. You can't tell me we're the only thing out there. So the chances of us being the only thing out there are really slim. So, um, people think this is funny, but I also believe in Bigfoot. So, so what? They haven't found one. There's been plenty of people that said they've seen it. There's been plenty of people that are credible witnesses that said they've seen it. And if he's not true, then how come the government has investigated it? There's a couple of governments that have made it into law that you cannot hunt Bigfoot. So evidently somebody believes in it. So. Let me see. Yeah, how can there not be aliens? You're right. Sam loves Bigfoot. I do too. I think he's real. Okay, what's that? What channel? What channel? What channel is that? They're Dems. You're right. Sam, if you notice, I give you a wrench. The only thing I said you can't do is you can't ban anybody. If somebody's given some crap out or whatever, bring it to my attention, and then I will ban them. If they're putting out derogatory statements or something like that, and they're, if they're trolling, you can, hide their messages and then time them out, but you can't ban them. That's okay with you. Then you can keep the wrench. If you don't, well, you can kick you can kick their arse on your time if you want, but you just can't ban them here. Okay. I'm a true believer that the channel owner should be the only one that bans anybody, because it's actually the channel owner that's the one that has to face the consequences, if you know what I mean. The brown dwarf. Okay, I think I got him. I'll have to check him out. I was just going through my moderators list today and this morning, and I seen a moderator in there that I no longer visit their channel because what do they call it? Frogging or whatever. The person pretended to be a girl, a disabled woman, and come to find out it's a guy. And the reason why he's pretending to be a disabled woman is to get more subs. People feel sorry for him, and then they'll sub to him. But every time he would want to talk to her, he would talk, and he had his own channel name. And then you would say, "Hey, tell her, let's talk to her, bring her up on cam." And then I said, well, here's one. Well, no, she don't want to come on cam. I said, okay, then have her start talking and keep typing. And, you stand right there with your hands in the air on video, because he would get on video, but she wouldn't. I said, because we want to see if anybody types a message. And he did, and nobody would type a message. So we knew right then he was the one that was doing it. I know you're a female. I've seen you. and I won't mention the guy's name, but it is a gaming channel, so I'm not missing out on nothing there, anyways. So, all right. Ilana Petrovich, how are you doing today? Nice to see you. Charles, good morning again. I know you're a real female here, Marie. Yeah. Um, I'm sub to Crazy Cauldron. No. Yeah, I just think it's pretty bad when somebody goes that far to deceive somebody just to get some subs or whatever. There's nothing in it for them other than a sub count, you know. And I don't know. I didn't even check, but I think they've got just a little bit over maybe 1,000 subscribers now. But I'm pretty sure he's not monetized because every time you go to the room when there's a live stream, there's only 2 or 3 people there. And like I tell you before, when somebody's got a gaming live stream going, you might as well be sitting for us older people, you might as well be sitting at the arcade watching a guy with a pocket full of quarters and you have none, because that's exactly what you're doing. You're watching somebody play a game that you're not going to play. So, right. You're welcome. Uh, yeah. It's, and there was probably like 5 or 6 of us, guys about my age or maybe some younger, that were, you know, really cared for this girl because she was just a young girl. She's supposed to be 19 years old. She was, disabled, and come out with this, nobody likes me. And I said, well, don't say that, because I like you. I don't dislike anybody. So, we talked, typed and everything. And then it got to the point where this guy was showing up all the time, and he did a Hangouts chat one day saying, "Oh, she's in the hospital. She's in the hospital." I said, "Okay, what hospital is she in? I'd like to send her, a get well card and some flowers." "No, she doesn't want any." I said, "Well, how do you know she doesn't want any? You didn't ask her." "Oh, I know she won't want any." Well, that was another red flag right there. How do you know? So, you know, because he knew once I sent the card and the flowers to the hospital, and that there was nobody there that name, you know, the flower company was going to call me back and tell me, hey, there's nobody there, you know. So, but that's what it was, uh, and so, take it for what it's worth. If somebody, is got a channel and they're hyping you up and asking you to, be their friend and all this other stuff, and they don't want to, they don't want to show, their face or anything like that. And every time you ask about them, somebody else answers for them. You just might want to just beware. Yeah. Um, that's the thing to do, is if, live streams, if, you can delete them if you don't want people to understand, about the private stuff, if people are in with you and you're talking about it, that's fine. And then, you get done and all of a sudden you got 200 people viewing it. Maybe you didn't want those 200 people to watch it. That's why you delete it. I don't say anything that I wouldn't, want somebody to listen to or hear or whatever. So I'm not worried about it. Now, if I got up and, turned around and scratched my hiney, I would delete that live stream because I would not want that showed, Actually seen that when I was a kid. And this is funny. It actually happened on Toledo 11 News. The anchor, his name was Jeff Heights. He stood up and he didn't know that they had the cameras on. Evidently, they didn't know they had the cameras on. He stood up and he did something, and he turned around and he scratched his ass and he sat back down. Well, this was back in the 70s, and yeah, the FCC just about come unglued. They almost pulled the license and all for this news company. He had to get on and do a 20-minute apology and all this other stuff, and that he didn't know that the cameras were on and was just natural and all. But I understand that, and that's when I was getting back with this. If I did that, I wouldn't want anybody to see that, so I would actually delete that live stream. Hiney scratcher, yep. Yeah, well, as long as the swearing and the adult talk is in the chat room, it doesn't matter when you live stream because that gets deleted anyways. I try not to say the F-bomb or the S word or anything like that too much. I had a woman on here the other day, and she said it about 20 or 30 times, and I didn't delete it, but I didn't say anything either at the time. But I don't prefer, it's said too much. I can understand a slip of the tongue here and there. That's something. But when you out blatantly just say it a couple of times, and then you say it 3 or 4 more times, and by all means, don't get me wrong, I swear like a sailor, but I try to keep it halfway decent and clean when I'm on a live stream like this or when I'm doing a video, because it does affect you. It affects your viewership, it affects your sponsors, it affects everything. So I'm trying to get this modeling gig, with all these great looks I got. Y'all can understand that, can't you? So, yeah, right. So, the main reason why I'm doing all these videos is because I realize I'm not going to live forever, and I'll probably never ever get to see my great-grandchildren. So hopefully one day they'll, click on the old YouTube and go into the antique archives or something like that and see their great pappy. That would be nice. There are ex-Wiccans in your stream. Okay. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm gonna get me a hot dog costume and model that for you guys. Yeah, call me Captain Wiener. So yeah. It does pay off to be suspicious. It does. But you can trust me, Sam. Scout's honor. That's the best I can do with my hand, but that's Scout's honor. Or Scout's honor. It would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Have a couple of dogs walking around, wiener dogs walking around with hot dog costumes. That'd be funny. Okay, Amber. So, I haven't made that coney sauce yet. I'm gonna try it though. I gotta go to the store and get me some fresh. I want to use a um, low fat hamburger, like a 97 or 90 10 or something like that. Well, thank you, Marie. I tried to get on old Mucker's live stream last night, and it was with Rick had one, old Mucker had one, and Kim Fife, and I couldn't get on either one of them because I was um doing or downloading a video, and every time I go to get on it, and I seen you on there, Marie, on old Muckers, and I type, and I don't know if it was going through or not, and because I couldn't see it, and all I was getting was buffering, and I heard old Mucker say two words out of the like 20 minutes I was there trying to get it to quit buffering, and I just give up. I decided to wait till the video downloaded, and it took 6 hours to download it. So, um, yeah, I don't have real beer on my hot dog cart there, Sam. I'm sorry. But I do have Fago root beer, and that's probably one of the best root beers you can get, especially when you get it ice cold. Root beer and a hot dog probably ain't nothing better. Um, and I can't drink root beer, or I can't drink any carbonated drinks anyway. So yeah, I seen you on there, Marie. I couldn't get it to quit buffering. It just that little thing sitting there on the screen just kept going around and around and around and around. I just kept watching it, And he said it quit buffering for just about 2 seconds. He said two words, and I just buffered again, And I'm sitting there trying to get on, and I don't know. I don't want him to think I'm ignoring him or anything, because I'm not. I want to watch his live streams, but I can't even get a notification from him because it won't let me notify. I've unsubscribed and subscribed to him, and unsubscribed and subscribed back, trying to get this thing to ring his bell, and it won't do it. No. Yeah, I know. Once you get hurt, man, you got to put up walls all the way around you to protect yourself because you don't want to get hurt again. You know, and being hurt is probably the worst thing that can actually happen to a person. Emotionally hurt, physical hurt, you can get through that, but emotionally, that plays on you. Well, thank you, Marie. I like Mucker. I think he's funny. The guy can tell 100 jokes an hour. That's funny. So, Fred is cool. You're right. Well, that's good, Dems. How close does he live? Next door? You love that mug gets you every time I see it, yeah. She is still sleeping there, Amber. We have no grandkids today, so um, their dad doesn't work until 3 o'clock or 3:30, so he's watching until they'll come here tonight, and then they'll be here until Friday or Saturday morning, and then he will take them back again because he works third shift or second shift. There's no sense of hauling them in and out at midnight or whatever. So 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't blame you, Marie. You're right. About a half an hour away. Okay. No, no terror attacks today. They're Charles. The terrorists aren't here. They won't be here till around 3 o'clock, I guess. Yeah, peace at the dog's house. So, I love my grandkids to death, but sometimes, man, you just gotta tell them to go home. So, no, but there was an explosion at Leicester last night. Apple Line. Damn, poor people died. That's too bad. Yep, that's the thing. Grandkids are wonderful, but you know, if I wanted to watch my grandkids 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I'd have had them instead of kids. So that's too bad. Anymore, you never know. You leave someplace and you don't know if you're ever going to come back. Uh, I keep thinking one of these days there's going to be, another attack, and it's going to be at someplace big. So, well, you got to put some trust out there once in a while, there, Charles. And your dog. Dogs are nice, but you still got to have interaction with people. So, I have a Um, I have a sneaky suspicion, and I don't, I don't. One day it's going to happen, and it's not going to be, um, 2 or 3 thousand people. It's going to be, 50 to 100,000 people all at one time, and it's going to be tragic. And somebody, will drop the ball somewhere, and the terrorists will be able to get it done. And I think that's going to be terrible. You know, uh, I know it's going to be terrible. You're right, Charles. You're right. Um, what's that song by Randy Travis where his wife is left and he says, "Hurry back, honey, before this kills us all." The dog and the cat sitting on it, wondering who's going to be next. Yeah, that's about what it is. You're sitting on the couch and you're wondering who's next. You know, and it's a shame. It shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't have to live in fear just to live. You know. Now, where's your girlfriend from there, Sam? Hey, true love. I don't care where you find it. If you can find true love, that's true love. You know. Oh, she's from Georgia. Okay. Oh. So, she planning on staying up there, or are you going to move to the States? You guys live on Skype, yeah. Well, that's good. Sam's moving to Georgia. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Do you love the United States, Sam? Or have you ever been in the United States? Okay, you love America. That's good. I'm glad because a lot of people come to the United States and they think that they should be able to change the United States to be in their homeland. And that's what I don't understand. They come here and they want to be Americans, but they want to be Iranians or Indians or Germans or whatever at the same time, or from Mexico or whatever, and they want to stay that way. Well, you have to assimilate to the country that you're going to. You don't stay in a country and then try to assimilate or stay to the same country you just left. And that's what our biggest problem here in the United States is. Now we get a lot of immigrants come in and they want to change America back to their homeland. And I don't understand that part. I'm glad you don't want to change the United States. Yeah, that's the thing. They want us to conform to their ways, and that's not the way it should be. You should have to conform to the American way of living. And I'm not going to make this a political forum or anything like that. I just think that's the way it should be. Yep, the sun's coming up. It is 7:15 in the morning. Yeah, there you go. Get you a farm. You know, you don't even really need a farm. Get you 4 or 5 acres out in the country someplace. A little house. Raise you, a few chickens, a cow, a pig. Do a garden. You're right. They should get out, but like Sam. But a lot of them come here and they think that we owe them a living. First thing they do is they run to the government buildings to get everything they can get, and United States has got a law you can only have one wife. Now, some of these people come from other countries; they got 4 or 5 wives, so they bring them all here, and then our government says, "Oh yeah, you can have them here. We'll just claim them as extended families." Well, that's not right because it's actually against the law. You can't do that, but they do it. Good. Uh, so Yeah, they want to bring their own. Yeah, they want to have Sharia law and all that other stuff here. No, sorry, keep that. If you like that kind of stuff so much, why did you leave your country to come here? You know, that's what I say. You know, why did you leave to come here if you loved it so much? So, yeah, yeah, and I'm going to tell you honestly, I agree with President Trump. There are a lot of s-hole countries out there, and the reason why I say that is because a lot of these countries, I call them third world instead of third world. People get mad when I say that, but we send so much aid to a lot of these countries, but these people that live in those countries, they don't get the aid for some reason. And the reason why is because we drop the aid off to the government, and the government doesn't hand it out. They sell it to other governments. So we're giving stuff away, and then they're selling it. And the people that live in those countries don't get it. You know, we're a young country. We're a young country. And we have more technical advances than any other country in the world. And, and then we send out help to all these other countries. How come they're not getting the technical advancements that we have? It's because their government's hoarding the money and not letting them do it. Uh, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Charles, and you're right too, Sam. And doorknobs on my won't grease themselves. You're right. Yeah. Uh, you're absolutely right. Well, if you guys excuse me for a few minutes, I have to go to the little boy's room and make a pot of coffee. So I'll be back as fast as possible. So, talk amongst yourselves. Sorry about that. Almost had to call Mrs. Dog. I barely could lift the milk jug out of the refrigerator till he put some milk in my coffee, and then I couldn't get the cap off it. The child getting old. Happy birthday, Marie. Is today your birthday? Well, if it is, I'm sorry. I didn't say it before, but happy birthday. Or is it tomorrow? Yeah, I'm fine, Sam. It's just I have no strength in my wrist. I can't, you know. I used to be really, really strong when I was a kid or when I was younger, and this right now is, yeah, I'm fine. This right now is really, it gets me down because I can't do the stuff I used to be able to do, and it makes me feel like I'm not quite the man I used to be. Like I can't, like this coffee cup, I can't hold it with this hand because it's just too heavy. It's just too much weight on my wrist. Um, I can't lift a gallon of milk with this hand. If I do, I lift it up and I got to carry it like this. But I have no strength in my wrist. I can't twist a cap off. A lot of times I have to put a paper towel or or a cloth over a bottle, water bottle, so I can take the cap off a water bottle. Yeah, right there, Sam. I wish that was a problem. That would be, if that was a problem, then I wouldn't have anything to complain about. But is it your birthday today, Marie? Is it tomorrow? Tomorrow is your birthday, Marie? Yeah. Thank you, Dem. Bless you too. Uh, Pain is something that no person actually should have to be in. I really mean that. It's tomorrow? Okay. That's right. That's right there, Sam. Yeah. I try to flip off the leftists. I can't even carry a picket sign to tell them how much they suck. They're sarcastic. So, um, tomorrow, Marie, I'm going to sing happy birthday to you, if that's okay. You're right. And I hate to see a child do that there, Marie, or Dem. I really hate to see a child in that much pain. Good morning, Kevin. Sam, Kevin Miller is my twin brother. Kevin, meet Sam. Sam, meet Kevin. Dem, I think you were here yesterday when he was in. That's my twin. Marie, Kevin, Kevin, Marie, Amber, Kevin, Kevin, Amber, Dem, Kevin, Kevin, Amber, or Kevin, Dem. And that's a shame there, Dem. Nobody should have to suffer. Um, I don't. Is there a Shriners, Dems? Is there a Shriners where you live? I know they're in America. I don't know if they're in other countries or not, but Shriners do help. They help a lot with kids, and I don't know if they help with arthritis or not, but I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to ask. You know, yeah, it's a shame when a kid has it so bad that they can't hardly walk or do anything. That's terrible. I don't know, Kevin. That picture finally. I don't know if you were still in the chat room last night or yesterday morning, but that picture finally downloaded a bear, so I got to show bear to some people yesterday. I'll see if I still got it. Yeah, I think I do. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's bear. Um, he was here, lived with us for a while, and he decided he thought I tasted better than being a friend, so he wouldn't he wouldn't play with me or nothing. All he wanted to do was bite me and scratch me, and he didn't want me to love on him or nothing. But my twin brother now, evidently, Bear loves him. So my twin brother took him, and he just absolutely loves the cat. So that's a putty cat. Yep. Yeah, I just downloaded yesterday. I'm sitting here on the live stream. I hear this thing, on my phone, and I go to see who sent a message, and it was the picture finally downloaded. He is adorable. I mean, I love him to death, but he just don't love me. Yeah, I broke his ass, and now he behaves. Yeah. Do you have a um, Shriners Hospital down? They do a lot of stuff here in America for the kids, and I don't know if they're in other countries or not, but if they are, you know, check it out. Maybe they could help you with some of your stuff with your twins. Everybody likes your brother more. They're sarcastic. Well, probably because he isn't a prick like you. They're sarcastic. I'm just kidding. I think you're actually a nice guy, really. So, um, they probably like him more because they're jealous or they're envious of him or whatever. But it's not that they like him more. They just want to be more like him. So, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. They're damn. I wish there was something that they could do for him. Uh, maybe they had spend some money. These organizations trying to find cures for stuff. Maybe they had to spend some money to find a cure for that kind of stuff rather than try to save all these junkies that keep going out and ODing themselves every other day, and then somebody coming out and saving their life. Oh, you got the national healthcare system, yeah. Okay. Right. Um, have you checked into natural herbs and stuff like that there, down? Because there's a ton of natural herbs that can actually relieve some arthritic pain. Um, Depends on how bad it is. There's some roots and leaves and stuff like that that are herbs that can do that. I used to have a list of them on my Facebook. I have to go run back and see through my saved and see if I have it, and if I do, I can probably message it to you or something. Thank you, Amber. Yeah, once you start the pills, there's no going back. No. Yeah, Amber, you haven't seen them shave. Okay, they're done. 21. That's what I found out there, Sam. When I do the dishes, I do the water as hot as I can, and I'll put my hands in there and do the dishes. And my hands and my wrists feel better. But after they cool down, then it hurts twice as worse again. So um, the heat will work, but it's just a temporary fix. Until the joints cool down, then it starts to aggravate them again. So drinking is 18 years of age in the UK. Well, a couple more years, and I'll be old enough to go drinking there then. Arthritis is a toxin in the body. I've never heard that. It's not fair, Dan. It's not fair at all. Yeah, when you get into a hot tub, you can it relaxes your muscles, so you can do a little more stretching. But after a while, when you get out of it, it doesn't hurt even worse after a while. After you cool down. Hmm. Okay, I'll have to Google it there, Amber. I'll do it sometime today. Um, I don't know how you guys feel about this, and this might upset somebody, but there's no such thing as a cure for anything. The reason why there's no such thing for a cure for anything, as long as there's money being made to research the cure, there's never going to be a cure. If somebody is paying to research a disease, they had to put a cap on it. Say, this is it. You get $1 million to research it and find a cure for it. I can guarantee you they'll find a cure for it. But as long as the well and the pump is running, the well is open and the pump is running, they are never going to find a cure for it. Look at muscular dystrophy. Every year for 50 years, we're this close to finding a cure. We're this close to finding a cure. We're this close to finding a cure. That's because it's in the private sector. When polio was starting to run rampant, the government went in with their scientists and their doctors and stuff, and within a matter of months had a cure for polio. So it's not, it's not the cure. You're never going to have a cure as long as you got an open well and a pump pumping money to somebody looking for a cure. So I don't, and people call me a prick, but I don't give to charities that are looking for a cure to prevent disease, because they're never going to find a cure. Yeah, they're never going to have a cure for the common cold, because the common cold is one of the biggest money makers there is. You'll never find a cure for the common cold. Yeah, how many billions of dollars did Jerry Lewis raise for muscular dystrophy over 50 years, and how many millions of dollars did they pay him? They would raise $250 million on the Labor Day weekend, and Jerry Lewis would get 10% of it, 24 million or 25 million or whatever it was. You get 10%. So they're never going to find a cure. Like I said, as long as you got a well open and a pump pumping money, they're never going to find a cure. Yeah, it's a great moneymaker. Yeah. If you want to make money, just say you're going to find a cure for something, and you'll get people throwing money at you so fast you'll have to use buckets to carry it home with. They're never going to find a cure for ugly there. Hi, June. How are you? Glad to see you're here. You're going to go live? Kevin, June Gall, she's on the chat room. She's a sweet lady. She does exercises, and we call it the torture chamber, but she does live streams and does exercises. And hopefully she's going to do one today. All right. So she's going to be on at 8 o'clock our time, Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central time. Yeah, Kelvin, yeah, sarcastic. They did find a cure. It's called plastic surgery for ugly. Yeah. Yeah. The flu never used to kill anybody. I think it's the big farms are doing this, and the government's letting them do it. We have the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. I don't know if you guys know that, but they're supposed to check all medicines, all medical procedures, all medical apparatuses to make sure they are safe for people. But I think they've been laxing in their job, because if they were safe for people, then how come every time there is a drug comes out, the list of side effects is 10 times longer than what it cures? Figure that one out. Yeah, exercising ruins your whole image. Yeah, right. That's right. They make you sick with them vaccines. Anytime you put mercury inside somebody, it's not going to be good. Just like blood thinners. Who in their right mind thought, hey, why don't we put rat poison in blood thinner, to make a blood thinner? That ought to work. Huh. Yeah, anal seepage, you're right. I got the flu shot 3 years in a row, and I've gotten the flu so bad every time I've gotten them, and I'm not getting them again. I don't care. No. Yeah, rat poison. That's what's in your warfarin, uh, your blood thinner. Yeah. Some people it works for, and some people it doesn't. There, I had anal seepage is why they gave us Nancy Pelosi. You're right. And Feinstein and Sheila Jackson and Hank Johnson and Hiawatha and Barack Obama, uh, you know, Loretta Lynch, Eric Holder. So, yeah, yeah. When you get the flu shot, you're healthy, and the next thing you know, you're sick. Um, Not really, there, Marie. What they tell you is don't eat greens while you're on the rat poison because it'll thin your blood out too much. Well, if that's the case, then why don't they just have you eating greens instead of the rat poison? Figure that one out. If you eat leafy greens, it'll thin your blood out too much if you are on warfarin. So why not just stay off the warfarin and eat the leafy greens instead? It's got to be a lot more healthier than taking the warfarin. Good morning, JD. How are you doing this fine, 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 fine morning? That's what I'm saying, Marie. I'll never go back on the blood thinners. If they tell me I need them, I'm just going to start eating leafy greens, and I'll go have my blood checked every couple of weeks or whatever and see what it is. If I can't get it to where it needs to be, then I guess I'll have to take, a half a pill or whatever, but I'm damn sure going to try to stay off the rat poison. So I have no idea what Von Willebrand is. Right. Good morning, Copen. Again. Yeah, aspirin will help thin your blood too. Baby aspirin. Yeah, Leafy Greens is the name of the exotic dancer name, and she's got a twin sister named Turnup. For all of you that haven't noticed, June Gull is in the chat room, and she is going live today at 7 Central for the June Gull Torture Chamber live stream. And I will be attending that. So at 8 o'clock, I'm going to shut her down, which is in 12 minutes. I don't want to miss June's live stream. In the blink of an eye, your blood can go from thick to thin. Okay. Well, if that's the case in Mary, then I would follow that. But I mean, as far as me, My doctor had me on blood thinners. I went to a new doctor and they checked my blood and they said, "Are you still taking your blood thinners?" I said, "I haven't taken them in a month because I've asked my other doctor to send in the prescription and he hasn't." Well, they checked my blood and they said, "Well, you don't need blood thinners. Your blood's fine." So I hadn't had it in a month. And this guy was keeping me on there because every time they write a script, they get money from the pharmacy. You know, every time you fill a script, that doctor gets a percentage of that script sent to their office, you know. Junkyard, good morning. How are you doing? June is an angel. Yes, she is, Sam. It's just, one great big old money scam right after another, you know. Um, there's more politicians in the pharmacist's pocket than anything else anymore. And I think that lobbying in the capital, state capital, or in Washington, D.C. Yeah, I had two blood clots, Mary. I had one behind my left knee and I had one in my right lung. I don't have them no more. So, but I think they ought to make lobbyists lobbying against the law. In the private sector, if I paid you money to change your mind to make you do something or have you do something, that's called bribery. No ifs, ands, buts about it. That's what it's called, is bribery. But in the political sector, if they pay you money to change your mind or to sway your vote, that's called lobbyist. Huh. Lobbyist, bribery. Lobbyist, bribery. I don't know about you, but it looks the same to me. Okay, June, go get ready. My wife, oh, your wife's a doctor used to be a millionaire. Yeah. Yeah, as much money as they charge, they ought to be billionaires. Hmm. 13 people today, 752. How many likes do I got on this? Yeah, Nancy Pelosi did meet a lot of lobbyists. Okay, Dem, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. I really do. That's funny. I only got 13 likes. Damn. Uh, Junkyard is a retired security guard or security officer for a prison system. All right, there, Dem. You have a good one. Try to be careful out there. Hope you're feeling better. I know. I'm trying to get everybody to love me, but it's okay. Oh, I got 15 likes now. All right. You're, yeah, you was a farm supervisor. That's right, a farm supervisor. Yeah. Bye, sarcastic. Have a good one, man. Be careful at work. Sell a house or two today. 16 likes. All right. You're right. Lobbyists equals legal criminals. That's no problem there, Marie. Or Mary, I mean. No problem at all. 1989 Camaro. See you at June's there, Copen. Hell, by the time you buy a shift cover for a 1989 Camaro, it's cost more than what the Camaro's worth. Lots and lots of mowers. You got videos, Junk? I've actually never been to your channel. You got videos? I should go to your channel. I was just going to ask that about the old lawnmowers. No. I know, and it's still worth more than an 89 Camaro. Amber? 2 or 3. If you're interested, Kevin, we have to go on a field trip because he lives in Oklahoma, I think. Laugh out loud, Bobby, isn't it? Where the wind blows. You should pick one up for $12 because just shipping alone from Oklahoma is probably going to be $20 for something that big, a shifting cover. You got one old Cub Cadet, okay, and an old case. You got videos there, Junk, of your stuff? I think that would be interesting because I love watching. They're looking at videos of old junkyards and stuff. I do like that song there, Amber. Oh, take the money and run. Yeah, yeah. Oh, take the money and run. Yeah, yeah. That's what I would do. I would meet them someplace, sell them that Camaro, and then after you got the cash in hand, I'd leave so fast so they couldn't follow you. So they wouldn't know where to come back to haunt you about that Camaro. Kevin, I don't know if you subscribe to Junkyard, but then, you know, after I get off here, you can always leave him a message in his personal messages or whatever about that. You know, because I'm going to be off here in 2 minutes. So. I like the Steve Miller Band too. But if you got videos of your junkyard or stuff you have collected there, Junk, I would love to watch them because I love watching stuff like that. I go to 805 Road King and I watch his videos. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Put a, you know, when you sell that car to somebody, put a magnet behind the fuel gauge. That way it says you got a full tank, and then that way just only leave a half a gallon in there. There's no way they can keep up with you. I'd sell it because 3,500 bucks is a good deal or a good price for an '89 Camaro. Damn good price. All right, everybody, it's 7:59. I'll leave the chat open for a few minutes so everybody can say their goodbyes to one another. I appreciate each and every one of you for showing up. I really do. If it wasn't for you, I'd have no reason to be here. And without, you guys showing me support, it wouldn't be worthwhile doing it anyways. I want to have you guys have a blessed and safe day wherever you go. If you have to go someplace, make sure you're safe. Also, I want to tell you all to have God bless each and every one of you and your families. There's a few of you that are having tough times. I'll say a prayer for you tonight. But I'm going to be going to June's here in a second. So I'm waiting for the notification to come up that June's live, and then I'll be there. I will see you on the flip side there, Sam. I'll be there in a little bit. So that all being said, you all have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow if you care to show up. Okay, I'll have to check that, Amber.